Canadian Peace Alliance is Canada's largest umbrella group of peace and anti-war organizations. We represent about 140, 150 member groups ranging from large trade unions to community groups like Davenport Neighbours for Peace. Our voices are about 4 million strong. And our voices are pretty clear that our elected politicians here in Canada are not representing the people of Canada. They're representing the speaking points of the IDF. They're representing a political elite that favors impunity for war criminals over humanitarian aid for those who are in the greatest need. The Canadian Peace Alliance is really, really clear that from Afghanistan to Turtle Island to Iraq, occupation is a crime. And it's really important that as we continue coming together in the different aspects of our vast movement here across Canada, that we recall that our significant contribution to the freedom of the people in Palestine is to make sure we hold our own politicians accountable who right now are offering the cloak of impunity to the state of Israel for their crimes. And how do you do that, you may ask? Well, there's been an enormous amount of local grassroots activism that's happening across the country. It's happening towards every single one of our political parties, and it's happening at constituent offices of the NDP and of the Liberals, and it's happening because people in their communities know when something is just plain wrong and criminal. The last thing that I think we do want to make sure that we acknowledge is that when we choose to have discussions with people that disagree with our political point of view and our humanitarian point of view, is how frequently they are not able to provide clear arguments that are rooted in humanitarian law and international convention. And that simply means that they're trolls. And honestly, the best way to ignore a troll is to settle down and organize together and make sure that all of our political parties are held to account for holding their own policies and their own messaging grounded in international human rights law and international convention. And the last thing that I'm going to say, because I know I've been going on for just a minute, is that if the political parties in Canada were seriously interested in providing humanitarian relief to the people of Gaza and Palestine, they'd force the blockade to be ended right now.
Yes!
Free Gaza! Free Gaza! Free Gaza!